Set up.
Yeah, it's streaming live now. We are
it's
live
streaming live, yeah.
On YouTube.
Yeah. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are watching from. My name is the July of the Diaspora Panel. Today is a special program. We want to do a special program on a very hot topic that has been flying around in the last couple of weeks. I have with me today, I have Dr. Olakunle Lemoye, who is based in Canada. I'll be discussing with him today. And the topic of discussion for today, the topic of discussion for today is the issue of an OAU student, Mr. Timothy Adegoke, who on November 5 went to Ife to go and do his final exam. Mr. Adegoke was a student, or an MBA student, executive MBA at the University of, at Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. This man was a chartered accountant. He was working with a multinational company, a very brilliant 35-year-old man with a wife and 3 little children. And he came to Ile-Ife on November 5 to come and do his final exam. Now, he went to stay at a 5-star hotel, so-called 5-star hotel, called Hilton Hotel, which belongs to Dr. Rahim Adedoyin. Sorry, Dr. Rahim Adedoyin. This man paid for 2 nights. So he came in on a Friday. He was going to leave on Sunday. So what happened then was that by Saturday morning, he has disappeared. His family can no longer reach him. They were calling his number, but the phone was ringing out. He wasn't picking it up. So the family thereafter approached the police. And then the police started an investigation. And then during the investigation led them to Hilton Hotel that belongs to Dr. Adedoyin. When they got to the hotel, the hotel staff refused. I mean, they said that he didn't lodge at the hotel. They lied that he didn't lie at the hotel, that they didn't even see him. They don't know who he is. But eventually the police were able to give them proofs to show that this man actually lodged there. At that point, they now accepted that he lodged at the hotel and that he died. Now, one of the staff, one of them is the receptionist, who was the one who collected money from Timothy Adegoke, said that was the one who was able to prove that his name was removed from the register, because she had, a copy of the register before she finished her shift. So she had a copy on her phone. So she showed that to the police, which actually proved that this man's name was removed from the register. Then one of the managers who in the hotel now led them, the police and the family, to the place where the corpse was buried. Now, the first thing I want to ask you, Kunle, because I want us to investigate this letter by letter. So we are going to start from the beginning. So this man came to the hotel. He paid for 2 days. Now, if somebody comes to your hotel and pay for 2 days, and then he entered on Friday, by Saturday morning, he has disappeared. If they are claiming that he died in his sleep, he died of maybe heart attack, or he died of blood pressure, whatever they said that he died of. The question I want to ask you first of all is, if he's spending his first night, what were they doing in this room that night? Because he has not finished the 2 days. That maybe if somebody paid for 2 nights and they have finished their 2 nights, and then the 3rd day, they are still in the room, then you can go there and knock on the door and then break in. But if you break in on the first night, what do you think, what were they looking for in the room?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Deji, for having me today. I think those are the questions we all have. Listening to his wife talking, Timothy's wife talking, and I realized that, the lady actually shed light on his husband's journey from Friday to Saturday. And from a story, there was an indication that, yes, the guy must have died Friday stroke Saturday morning, early hours in the morning. So, yeah, that begs the question. If somebody lodges for 2 days and then the guy disappeared, or the guy died, in his sleep, okay, on Saturday morning, early hours of Saturday, the guy died. What were you guys doing in his hotel room?
Yeah.
So those are questions that actually, gave me some concerns. And for me, you see, I strongly believe that there is more to this story. You see, I mean, I can come out for sure to tell you that the guy was murdered, but we'll go through the evidences, we will analyze, and we can actually come up with the best case scenario. That's what we just try to do on this program. But yes, what you said actually is an important point. What were you doing in his room on Saturday, the early hours on Saturday? Yeah.
Thank you very much, Kunle. So now, we've had a lot of stories from the Adedoyin family. They said it was found dead. Now, I mean, we, as people in diaspora, we travel to so many countries. We go to hotels, we sleep in hotels.
Yeah.
I mean, I go to Spain once every year to spend about 1 or 2 weeks. I stay in hotels. Well, every time I go to any part of Europe, to France, to England, I stay in hotels. In hospitality business, if somebody dies in an hotel, is it what you do then is to just wrap him up and go and bury him? Is that the way things are done, Kunle?
Of course not. And the fact that this guy died in one of the Hilton hotels in Nigeria, because Hilton, I'm sure this hotel would have an affiliation with the Hilton hotels, because maybe they just maybe it was.
I'm not sure there's any affiliation with Hilton Hotel. I think that's just a fake. We'll come to all that. I don't think there's any affiliation.
Yeah. But you know the way people.
Yeah, but Hilton is a very, very popular brand.
If you use the name, maybe they are paying some form of whatever fee for using the name or whatever. And I'm sure that if that is the case, okay, there would be some form of general mode of operation, general guideline that such hotels must actually follow to use the name. You see, so that is aside. We need to get to that. But the fact that somebody died in your hotel, and the next thing you did was to just wrap him up, bury him, and
take him to a bush and bury him in a bush.
Case closed, is actually suspicious. To me, you see, people die in hotels. people die, you know, sudden deaths. People die on the road. People die in their offices. You know, people die. You know, and it's possible someone can lodge into an hotel and die in the hotel before he wakes up. So that to me is something that is concerning, yes. You know, and we know what we do in Nigeria. We say, we don't want a bad publicity for our hotel. You see, sometimes, you know, the hoteliers, you know, they do things out of the ordinary, you know, things they shouldn't do. But in this case, I strongly believe from some of the evidences we are still going to go through that there is more to this guy, Timothy, dying a natural death. I do not think that the death was natural. I think there is more to it. It could be, I don't know, and I'm not actually coming up with excuses for these guys. You know, I believe that from some of the evidences, because the brother was there, you know, Bade was there when the corpse was exhumed. And this guy said a couple of things, you know. There was trauma, you know, there was physical injury that you can see, you know. So for me, I strongly believe that the death mightn't be natural, and they tried to cover it.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, Philip. Well, I think that for the fact that the hotel management admitted that the man died, and then they packaged him out to go and bury him or throw him in the bush, is outrageous.
It's outrageous.
It is the highest level of responsibility.
Yes.
The highest point, to throw a human being into the bush like a fowl.
And apart from that, it is the, you know, the highest level of wickedness.
It's wicked, yes, it's wicked,
you know,
and it kind of showed that there's something else they are not telling us. There's something else they are not telling us, because you can't just pack somebody, even if it's a dog. You can't just pack him and then put him wrap him up and then go take him to the bush.
Yeah.
You didn't call his family. You didn't call the police. You didn't take him to the hospital. You just pack him up and go and bury him. And then you went and removed his name from the lodging registrar. Why will they remove his name from the registrar?
The effort to just sweep it under the carpet was just it was actually an overreach, I have to be honest, because they went through extra lengths to actually hide it.
To cover everything up. And when the police came, they said that he didn't lodge in the hotel.
Yes. And why I said that is the highest level of wickedness is this, you know, because for us, you know, there's this adage in Yoruba, Omomiku, Osanju Omominulo.
Yeah.
So you guys want to deprive his family from knowing whereabouts. No, this guy would just be one of the statistics. You know, let me tell you, I want our audience to know that many people are missing in Nigeria. A lot of people go missing in Nigeria. And I have to be honest with you, I have personal cases that are so personal to me that the person will just disappear. You know, so things are happening in our country. And I think that this case actually is shedding light, you know, to a serious, you know, pandemic that is ravaging our country, where ritual killers, you know, they will just go out, pick anybody, and
they're on rampage.
They're on rampage. Did you see the shrine that has just been discovered?
Yeah. I think it's in Ife.
In Ife, the guy said that, you know what, this thing, I just use it to collect money from people, blah, blah, blah. But
there are a lot of clots of men there.
Yes, and clots of people, clots of children, clots of women. And you see, they said there's this, smell, that was deep smell coming out, oozing out.
But anyway, let's just limit ourselves to the Adegoke incident so that we don't. I want us to crash this out.
This is helping us. Is helping us to shed light to this issue of missing persons.
Missing people.
Yes. That has been, that has been swept under the carpet in Nigeria. It goes on a daily basis, every day. Every day. Yeah.
And another thing I'm surprised is that when the police came and took the body, the corpse, they now took the corpse from this man who was a student of OAU.
Yes.
And OAU teaching hospital is just about a few meters away.
Yes.
The police now took his body and then took it to Oshogbo. And then they told everybody, we deposited the body at OAU. But in actual fact, they took the body to Oshogbo. Why would the police be doing what's all that about? Is the police compromised?
You see, for me, I will not condemn the police for that. And I will tell you the reasons. Nigeria, miscommunication, lack of communication. We are not, you understand what I'm saying? So I believe that that could have been a genuine mistake. And probably, and this is possible. It's, that they decided not to take the corpse to OAU. And as you know, the family of these guys said that they wanted their pathologist, their private pathologist, to be part of the process. And the police also said the state pathologist will also be part of the process, the autopsy process. And it's possible, maybe, I'm not sure, maybe the state pathologist, is actually in Oshogbo. So they had to transport the body to Oshogbo. That is not an indication of anything.
Yeah, that's not what the family said. The family said that
because
they were told that the body was in OAU in Ife.
It's possible that that could have been a miscommunication, really. Don't let us, you see, for me, you see, these police guys, they did one thing that I'm really happy about, and that is they exhumed the corpse in the presence of Timothy's family.
Yeah, and we all have the pictures. We all
have the pictures.
Yes.
So for me, if these guys, you see, I'm talking about the initial process, the initial stage. If they are trying to hide anything, they wouldn't have involved the family. They would have just gone back and that's it.
Yeah, okay. Because my concern is that thereafter, money could have exchanged hands.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That does not exonerate the police from their
they are now saying
activities afterwards. They are
even before the what's it called is done, the autopsy is done. Yes. The police came out and said, "Oh, none of his body parts is missing."
Yes, but that was the public relations officer of police.
But the brother said, the brother of the deceased said that his eyes were removed, his heart was removed, his right hand was cut off. So,
yes. Let me talk about that quickly. Let me tell you, this is what I think, okay? Yes, initially, the police, I think they were fair. They did what they ought to have done.
Yeah.
Then, afterwards, I don't know, maybe something
funny has happened in the background.
Had happened, maybe, the pressure from both sides. I'm sure the man, Ramoni, Adedoyin will not just be sitting at Kimbo. The guy now will also, his lawyers will be proactive, trying to sweep the case under the carpet. Something happened, and the police public relations officer, EMC of Patola, came out to say that no body parts were missing. However, before the release was issued by this lady, you see, I had watched the brother saying that his neck was cut. So for me,
he said it was butchered.
Yes, yeah. So for me, I realized that there is a discrepancy between the eyewitness account by the brother and what the police said. And I am extremely delighted because we should give kudos when the police, do the right thing. Do the
thank
right
you, Kunle.
Listen, the commissioner of police came out to apologize.
Yeah.
For that statement, the wrong statement that was released. So for me, I give kudos to him. You see, for coming out, because in Nigeria, people in high authority don't just accept that they are wrong. And this man came out and said, "Oh, we apologize for the wrong release, the statement that was released by the public relations officer."
Well, what I'm not really impressed, Kunle, is that, listen, we are talking about a 35-year-old executive who is doing the executive MBA. Yeah. He has a wife and 3 young children.
Wow.
He has a aged mother.
Wow.
They are all hurting now. They are in mourning. This is their breadwinner. And then the police now, what they are doing now is, first of all, they say that the copse is in OAU. We now know that the copse is in Oshogbo.
Yeah.
And then I was surprised that the police, they said that the dumping of the corpse, of the burial of the corpse, was organized by the son of the owner of the hotel, Chief Adedoyin. They said his name is Rohim Adedoyin. And they said it's at large. How can he be at large? At large where? In Nigeria? Why have they not gone after him? How could he be at large? That's number one. Number two is that, why is the police not asking for the CCTV to see exactly what happened? If somebody is in your hotel and you want to break into his room, there must be a CCTV to show what has happened. So why did the police not going after this kind of information? What is going on?
Yeah, you see that you have actually, echoed what this guy has been saying on his program, Oriyomi Hamzat. I heard, I watched, and then that was part of the things he was saying. That is because there was a rumor that somebody brought in calabash, blah, 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 during the time of the incident. That was a rumor, but the CCTV will clear up things. I'm sure a hotel of that magnitude will definitely have CCTV in operation. So I believe that the police should do more, should go a little bit, thorough, should be thorough in their investigation. And there was also a rumor that, construction is happening in that hotel. Okay? So, and then what the guy, Oriyomi Hamzat, was suspecting is that, well, he wasn't sure, but he said, if that is the case, that means that maybe they are trying to cover up or kind of exhume.
It's not known that they are trying to, they are covering up their tracks.
Exhume more bodies. So
they are covering what they are, yeah.
For me, we thank God that we have the opportunity of, we have traveled far and wide, and we know what happens abroad. And even in our neighboring countries, like Ghana, even in Togo, in Republic of Benin, we know what happens. Immediately this thing happened, the hotel should have been condoned off.
Yeah.
Even the burial site, the same.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah. Okay. Continue. Yeah.
You see, for me, a serious excavation should be happening now in that hotel. You see, there should be, all these gadgets that test whether there is human remains. Human investigation should have been done. The forensic expert.
Yeah.
The forensic expert should be around
if any digging is going on, it should be done. It should be done by the police or the government. In fact, the government should have withdrawn the certificate of that hotel. I'm telling you, they should have withdrawn their certificate.
Let me tell you, that hotel should be the mecca of forensic experts by now. That people swimming, I mean, people, coming there from far and wide, expert, police, and whatever, digging and trying to find out what has been transpiring.
Yeah.
Because rumor has it that in that hotel is rumor. I'm not sure. I don't know.
It's rumor. Yeah, that there have been about so many incidences. Yeah.
6 people have gone, so many incidences of people missing, has been happening in that hotel. So for me, I think that the police should expand their
another thing that is baffling me is that if you have a corpse that the eyes have been removed, that the heart has been removed, that the hand was cut, why is it taking so long for the autopsy to come out and say, this is what we found out? Why?
You see, like here, we sometimes have preliminary autopsy.
Yeah.
Based on
IC.
Physical condition of that corpse. That should have been released. There should not be any discrepancy between the account of the family and the account of the police.
No, there shouldn't be.
There shouldn't be. Because the corpse, we also saw the corpse.
Yeah.
But it's just that we cannot be, just...
We can't post it because it's too gruesome.
Revealing the whatever. I saw the corpse, so we can actually come up with our first impression and say, okay, when we exhumed the corpse, we saw this. For me, for the commissioner of police to come out and kind of apologize, I think that something was covered up.
Okay, Kunle, let me ask you one basic question. If
that is the mother of the deceased and his twins and his twin
children. Yeah. If the family of Rahim Adedoyin is not covering anything up, why are they hacking the accounts of all these social media activists? Okay. Why are they hacking the accounts?
Okay, and let me say this. That is one of the things that, you see, this guy is a powerful guy. He's rich. He has many schools, many universities. Okay, and I think he has one in the Republic of Benin, from what I understood. So this is the guy that is wealthy. He's a guy that contested to become the Oni of Ife. So, and that you don't come by them easily. Okay, so for me, this is a very, very, very influential man. So I know that that's the guy, the
diseased and the diseased. Yeah.
So I knew that immediately that incident happened, it will set some machinery in motion. That is image polishing, polishing.
Damage control.
Expert and damage control. They will start polishing his image, start repairing what has been damaged and whatever. And one of the first targets is to disable, the people that are presenting these cases on social media. Because let me be honest with you, if not for social media, we would probably not know about this.
No, we won't hear anything about it. The reason why
on the traditional way of news dissemination through newspaper, through TV, people will probably not have known anything.
Do you know that for the first 5 days, this was not mentioned in any television station? Can you
imagine that? So
for the first 5 days.
For the first 5 days.
Yes.
So the idea is that I know that one of the first things they will start doing. You see, I have to say this, okay? I am not saying this man is guilty of murder. I am not saying it. And it is possible he is not guilty. Because it's possible You know, because when you have your establishment, you won't be the person managing the establishment. People will be managing. And you know the way how sometimes, you see, they try to siphon money from the owner of the establishment.
That's what he said, because he came out, he made a sound, an audio, and he said that he didn't know anything about it. They want to, because they want to chop his money.
Okay, it's possible the staffs must have done things without his knowledge. It is quite possible, because I mean, I kind of have some personal experiences about, you know, with all these things, that you just have to be very, very careful.
But let me tell, but Kunle, hold on.
I want to go to the question you can ask about why they are attacking all these all these people. What they are just trying to do is to, you know, is for damage control. And
to disable, they want to disable everybody who is talking about
and
it.
They have now started, you know, sponsoring, you know, other rival social media presenters and whatever. Yeah. Like if you listen to the show of this guy, they call him Awokunko. I didn't even know who that guy was until I heard
I don't know who he is.
Yes. I heard that he did a show. Okay, he did a show and he was actually promoting the man.
It could be a beneficiary of the man.
So I think it was an afterthought, because he did one that he was actually castigating the man, and suddenly things changed. Then he now did a second one, and he was now promoting the man. And as you can see, something must have exchanged.
Something has changed.
Or it's possible they have threatened him, and he now kind of reversed. So anything can happen in that country. Even us that we are doing this program, we don't know who is going to come after us. Because let me be honest with you, it's something we have to consider.
But let me tell you this. We are investors. We have businesses that we have employed people.
Yes.
If in my own hotel, something like that happened, and my staff confessed that they are the one who went to dump this money in the bush or to go and bury them, and they have collected money in their pocket without letting the company know, what I will do is that I will stand on the side of the family.
Of the family, that's it. Those are the things.
And I will make sure that those staff were prosecuted.
Yes.
I will lead their prosecution, because one, they are stealing from me.
One.
Two, they've killed somebody or whatever in my in my hotel. So because at the end of the day, everything stopped on my table. But we now have a man who, number one, got a lawyer to start attacking the family.
Yes. He lawyered up and started defending his staffs.
Yes, defending his staff.
Yes, started giving his staffs legal backing and whatever, instead of him to ensure that the
justice is done.
The stars face the music.
And then it was the brother of the deceased said that he was approached. That let's settle out of court. How much do you want?
Yes.
And then after that, they started attacking every activist on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram.
Yes.
And then the son who was involved in the dumping or the burying of the corpse suddenly disappeared, took to his heels. So I think when we had 1 + 1 together, my submission is that Chief Adedoyin or Dr. Adedoyin, his hand is not clean.
Honestly, I have to say that
his hand is not clean.
You are not far from the truth.
His hand is not clean.
From what is known, you are not far from the truth.
Yes, his hand is not clean. And I will employ the police. I will employ the police to do their job judiciously. They should make sure that every stone must be, no stone must be left unturned. In fact, I will be employing the police to go and check the account of the receptionist who was collecting money. Let's look in the last 3 years. What are the names of the people that are paid into that account? Those people, how many of them have disappeared? Let's open everything up. How many of them have? Because definitely, that will not be the first time that has happened. That will not be the first time. The manner in which how can you just wrap up somebody who was dead, unless you are the one who killed them? Because the reason why they didn't want to tell the police, because they know what they have done. The guy was butchered. If you have called the police will have asked you, who removed his eyes? Who removed his gugongo? Who removed his map? Who removed his, what happened here? Yes, you didn't take him to the hospital because the hospital will ask questions. Now, how can you go, even if you found a corpse in front of the hotel, do you have the right to bury it?
Yeah.
What right do you have to bury somebody? Who gave you the right to bury the person?
That's the height of wickedness.
How can you go and bury for what? Is it your own? Is it your family? So I think these are the questions. So I will be employing the police. We want to see the CCTV camera, the CCTV, whatever. We want to see it. We want it to be. We want to see what happened. We want Rahim to be arrested, brought to justice.
No, it's under. Okay, Rahim, that is the son.
Yes, he has to come, and the Nigerians wants to hear from him what he did. Is he the one that did the ritual? Is he doing it for himself so that he can be richer than his father? Or is it his father that did that, sent him to go and do it? Whoever sent them to go, because this is ritual murder. There's no doubt in my mind this is ritual murder.
It appears so.
I strongly, I will say it.
I cannot say it for definite.
I will say it here. It is ritual murder, and it's a wicked, very, very wicked human being to be able to a 35-year-old man who's not
a breadwinner, who built a house for his parents, and the dad said that, you know, the mom farmer, and you know they trained the guy with their farming business, and then the father now said that the son just told them, because I watched the dad talking on video, that the son just told them that you know what, don't do anything again, don't do farming again, and started giving them money, feeding monthly. And the mother said that, you know, she was thinking that when the son comes back, you see, the next time the son comes back, she will say that, okay, give me money for business. Okay, and they just killed that dream. And one thing we must reject, you know, on this program is the idea from the lawyer of this man, RAMONI Adedoyin.
The lawyer, yeah.
Yes. That the guy, because honestly speaking, I have to say this. When lawyer speaks, especially in Nigeria, we should try as much as possible not to attribute such statement to the accused. Because sometimes these lawyers, they say things that the accused did not even ask them to say. But this lawyer, you know, in an attempt, you know, to just disparage the guy or to help his client, he claimed that this guy, Timothy, was sick throughout Friday, that was the reason why the wife was calling him repeatedly. Okay? Yes. Because
who said that? Who said that?
The wife, when this guy, Hamzat Oriyomi, went to visit. So
he said Timothy was sick.
Yes, that was what the lawyer said, that the guy was sick and died naturally. And that was even the reason why the wife was just calling.
But is it the lawyer for Adegoke or for Adedoyin?
The lawyer of Adedoyin.
So the wife now told lawyers of the lawyer of Adedoyin.
No. The wife didn't, but the lawyer just claimed that the wife of Adedoyin was not telling the truth. That the wife knew that the husband was sick, and that was why she was calling him repeatedly.
And that's why they now pack his corpse and then go and throw it away.
They now pack his corpse. So this is the guy. This lawyer, the guy, I think the guy is a fool. I'm very sorry to say this. So if you knew that the wife knew that this guy was sick, and this guy died, that means you have evidence. You don't need to go and hide the corpse.
Yeah.
Yes, because that is an I mean, we knew that you were calling him about his sickness, so he woke up. I mean, when he slept, he did not wake up from his sleep. Okay, that was the reason. You didn't need to go and hide his corpse.
The reason, pure and simple. The reason why they hide the corpse was because they killed him. They butchered him and removed his parts. They don't want anybody else to see it.
It appeared so.
That is the only reason why they hide his corpse.
And whatever.
If somebody...
I'm just being careful that we are not...
No. We are talking about a human life.
Internet judges.
We are talking about a human... The case is not yet in court. It's not yet in court. So we can say our own opinion.
Yeah.
The reason why they buried him is because they know that if anybody sees the corpse, they will ask questions.
Even from the picture of the corpse, you could see.
Yeah, there's trauma.
You could see here that there was an injury.
He was traumatized.
There was an injury here. It was, if you look at the video critically and enlarge it, you will see. You will see like blood.
So we want the police. I'm advising the police to go and check the account of that receptionist who we understand is earning about 200,000 every month.
Of course, that should have been done immediately.
They should go and look at the account. Let's see how many Nigerians have paid into that account in the last 3 years.
And what happened to them?
What happened to them? What happened to some of them?
Yes.
Have some of them disappeared mysteriously?
Yes.
Let us know what has happened.
And we should encourage people to come out.
Yes.
So if anybody has missing persons, come out. This is the time, because this is the menace that has been ravaging our society. People missing just like that, and nobody gives a hoot about it. And at the same time, Deji, I want us to be cognizant of one thing, and that is, we know how vulnerable rich people are. We know how sometimes how some of our people
react to people because they are rich.
React to people when they are rich. So at the same time, we have to do our analysis, factoring that in. Okay, that sometimes these people, they just want to bring the rich guys down. They will accuse them of things. They will say this. They will say things. There are so many things that we have said about even myself as well. So we just have to be careful. But the fact of this case is tending towards somebody that died a very bad,
gruesome death. Gruesome. Yes.
Terrible,
gruesome.
A person that faced a lot of trauma, while dying. So,
let's make it simple. Let's make it simple. Somebody died in an hotel. You take the phone, you call the police. The police will come, and then they'll pack him, take him to the morgue, and then they will ask you a question, what happened? And then they will call his wife, call his family. You understand? And then they do an autopsy. Maybe that will happen. But somebody enter into the room tonight. The next morning, it was nowhere to be found. He didn't even sleep the night before you now carried him out without telling anybody to go and bury him. You remove his name from the registrar.
Go and bury. It's really.
And then you remove his name from the lodging.
Yes.
And then the police came. You said, no, he didn't come here. Then the police now show you proof. This is he paid at 7,000 to your account. And then say, yes, okay, I will talk. This is where we buried him. Only a spiritual mother. A spiritual mother. Thank you for your time, Dr. Lemboye. I really enjoyed talking to you. And to our ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the show. And we thank you for listening, for watching this video. Please give us a like and subscribe to our channel.